So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some blues. I changed my mind. We're gonna do some blues. Originally I was gonna do the bronze effect again, but I've done it so many times. Let's do some blue. So we're gonna use a detail blue with the silver and the black, and we're gonna make some weird blue colors, and then we'll probably chase it with some airbrushing. That way we know. I'm gonna go about 10%. Fill it up to that line. There we go. 40-11. Need some more. Stir, don't shake. Okay, so that's a darker blue. That's pretty dark. That's just over primer, so that would be their sealer. But normally do like your 2 to 3 coats, and then you're gonna knock it down with your 800 before you go to your next phase. You know, if you're doing an art car style, which is the one that looks like kind of like computer generated, you would do your dark blue like this, and then you would go over with your light blue, and then you would go with your lighter blue, and then you'd go over white, and then take your Posca pins, start drawing on the car, white highlights, black highlights. So we'll do that on another video. There's so many videos, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna let this do its thing, it's gonna cure. Okay guys, while the blue is drying, I'm going to wash the gun out. We're gonna put some silver in here and then fade some silver up. So there you go. And, hey, it's not over there. That would help. The thing. Thanks. Okay, you might ask, why am I doing the blue, then the silver? Which you could go the other way around, right? But I keep saying this because I think this is where people lose track of how that effect works in the sunlight. The silver little sparkles are landing on top, and it's faded upward. So the squirt bottle of the blue goes over those. So in the sun, that's what you see. So if I went the other way, painted the whole car silver, came back with the blue may cover up too much. So you could try it, go either way. This is just the way I did it, and it worked, and it got a lot of people asking, how did we do it? So I'm trying to mimic exactly how we did it, okay? So that's it. So yeah, you guys do it however you want. Do reds, blues, greens, go blacks, add some blue. See, and I thought about actually adding some black faded up from the bottom too, with the top. Who knows? Maybe some candy black. So it's probably been like 20 minutes. You should obviously let it cure longer, but I have to do this fast. Anyways, looks like the blue is dry. I see stripes in it because I went over it really fast and did just basically a quick 2-coater, you know what I mean? Since it's auto-born, you know, you guys shouldn't be bombing it, but the more you play with it, you know. So do a full, if you needed a full blue, red, black, green, do your full coat. This is a sample, but it's a car instead of a sample board. So sometimes these little fades in here add to the look, the effect that you're going for. For the people that still get mad at the word patina, I do understand. It is frustrating. But since 90% of the general population associate the word patina to crappy paint, that's just how it goes. So if you see one of my videos that says patina on it, I am fully aware that that is a bronze and copper oxidating process. So thanks again for reminding me. Okay, back to our scheduled program. Okay guys, in the middle of us doing that dark blue that I don't know if I like some more, my buddy Mike that wants to get his Harley painted, we were just playing around with processed blue. So I'm gonna put some processed blue over the top of that. Okay, so in the middle of where I had already threw some silver on there, you can still see some of the silver right here. Man, somebody should do some body work on this car. It looks terrible. Went ahead and threw the processed blue sealer auto-borne sealer over the top of that. So now I'm gonna go back and put just a little bit of silver in it. Get your hand out of the way. And then we'll get back, we'll move on to squirt bottle and then airbrush. All right, isn't that funny? See how quick things can change in the middle of a paint job? We're like, no, we need some lighter color in there. I kind of wish I'd have done the whole thing in the process blue, but I honestly didn't think I had any left, and then I was digging around and I found some. So here's what I want to do. I've got water. I'm going to take some detail blue. So remember, this is detail blue violet, so there's purple in it. So it's really close to this other blue. So kind of that's how we were doing it with like a couple of the other vehicles, but the bronze effect was very similar to that, but you did it with black and then you did it with a detail black. So let's put some of this in a squirt bottle and see what it does, okay? So since I'm just gonna put, I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm only putting maybe that much. No, let me do like 3/8 of an inch at the bottom. Okay, that's probably a little too much. This is just plain water. I think, yeah, water. Water. It smells like water. Okay, so let's see if that's thick enough. It's always like a trial and error type thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times those cars that you've seen, these weird paint jobs you've seen, it's because I made it up as we were going. Okay? Okay guys, here goes nothing. It's gonna make a mess. And you know, you could put a trough underneath there and catch it. Boy, look at that. Look at that. I cannot wait to cut this door and make all new sheet metal. Okay, so we've got our bottle of just water. So let's get an area wet with some water. Because I know you guys were like, I want to see it around a car. You do it on panels, but let's see. Should you do the whole car at the same time? No, just do a section at a time. So I'm getting it wet. The car is probably, could be lifted a little more, even though there's a weird body line right there, but who cares? So I'm gonna start out and go like in this door jamb first. I think, oh, there it goes. Let's get a little bit on there because we're gonna get a lot of this to come right back off. So let's just do one section first, okay? Because don't forget, we're gonna be coming back with an airbrush too. So this detail color is already kind of a see-through. So this is just funky chicken. Funky monkey. There's a little too much blue in there. All right. So you see what I'm saying? That blue is so similar to that other blue. We're getting a lot of reflection right now. But up top, you can see where some of the silver is. It's coming through. See that? That's why that silver helps. So I'm gonna get rid of some of this blue while this is doing this. And then we're gonna move around the car a little bit. Like to me, that's just a little too much right there. It's hard to see in the reflection. This is a split fender. Half of it's aluminum, half of this is aluminum. This is steel. So I'm gonna start actually in that seam, which I think I'm gonna reduce this a little bit. I feel like there's a little, those blues are very deep. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reduce that squirt bottle with a little more water. So we'll let that do that for a minute. See what I mean? It's a little trial and error because depending on what you're going for each one of your colors, you know what I mean? Like I'm going right back over it with water. I'm gonna move some of that, get my head out of the way. I'm gonna move a little bit of that blue. would have been cool maybe to come up with a little more of the that process blue, or that blue magenta. So, sorry I'm off camera. So what I did was I added more water. Look where we're at with the water level right now, okay? A lot more water. Because this is such a deep, dark blue. It needs a little more. It's really starting to match my base color, base sealer, sorry. I see a little bit of the silver through it, which is cool because I wanted some of that to show. Okay, as you can see, that part of the car still has water on it. That's why it's so shiny. Let's take some water. Oh no, why'd you do that? I just got a blob on there. I was trying to use my Austin Healey as a holder. Okay, let's get the mid section wet here. So like, if you didn't want it to run like this, and you want it to, like this car is really shaped weird, right? So it's gonna, obviously the water's gonna puddle right here and do da. You could lift the hood up, or your trunk or whatever, like this. Oh wow, it's not even attached, look at that, amazing. You could lift it up, but I'm not gonna. For purposes of letting it run this way, let's have fun. Let's have fun, son. I like the little speckles too. Okay. I'm gonna let it run off. I'm gonna push it around. You can push it around with air too. Push it around, man. Push it around. Getting some light reflection. So you could take the air nozzle and push some of these colors around if you wanted to. Don't be afraid to push them around. I'm gonna put more on it. More. From way up here. I've added water to this 5 times and I'm about to go add more water to it. It's a lot of blue, still unbelievable. Thin this out so much. That's how much pigment is in this blue. See, I haven't chased it. I know, sorry, you see all the bubbles in it? That'll all lay down. So these runs will not be standing up. This isn't like if you threw a solvent on there, the solvent will pull the second color down and then cause a, it's gonna cause a big fat gobbed run. When these, I don't know if you guys know this, unless you've seen one of these up close after it's been clear coated, these paint jobs are flat. There's no runs in them. You can't see heavy runs unless you don't chase it with a little bit of water, okay? So like, see how it's running right here? It's obviously gonna pool up right there, so you could, when it starts to dry, you could take and pat that out of there, but be careful. But if you wanted it, like I wish the fender was on here, or a fender, so you could see it come down the fender, but so you can kind of keep it coming down the door, flowing the same direction. Already getting soft fades in there using the water and not harsh lines, and we're getting some really weird looking fades coming through. Reflection from the shop lights are really not helping, but there's metallic in there too. So there's that silver, so it looks like the silver looks like a metallic. And I'm trying to make this video fast because I know these videos can go on and on and on. But so that side looks pretty good, but look what kind of weirdness we got going back here. So if you don't want it to stop like that, even though I have the hood tilted, like right now, go ahead and pull this out, drop the hood straight down, add some more water to that. Hopefully once the high gloss clear is on it, even though this thing has so much dents and stuff in it, you're gonna see, you know, light refractions from all the dents and dings in it. But at least up close, you'll be able to see that the color changes in the light. So I might let that do its thing. I wish I had a hood on that. That'd be great. Wouldn't that be great? That'd be just great. Even though we don't really even care about this section right here because normally a fender would be there. But I want to get a little more in that blue. And then we're going to kind of see. Do we want a little more? Sure. Just a little more. There's a big old run right there from the primer. Primer 55. Add a little more. It's always up to you. How far do you want to go with your styling of whatever? What do we call this? Made it up? Do we just call it squirt bottle effect? Sure, let's just call that. Let's just call it that. This is what you would do on special effects walls for a set design to make some stuff look old if you wanted to. But since you can also do it with candy colors, pearls, and detail colors, you can do some crazy stuff with your car, man. I'm just saying. Just saying. Be different, man. Be different. Be the art. Now at this point, who cares which way you're shooting it, up or down? You know what I mean? You're creating a design, so if you wanted to go up and you wanted to come down with your airbrush lines, you could. You know what I'm saying? Look at the silver coming through there. I need for this light to not do that. You can catch that in there? It smells like ocean. It's the ocean. So hard to catch these up close with that satin reflection. You can see the silver in there too. Same with over here. Man, I have to turn the lights off. Whoa, look at those scratches. But anyways, so we're just getting some streaks in it. So I'm gonna finish off the door and then we might jump to some black. There we go. This might look good or might look like complete dog poo. Okay, let's poo it up. Detail black, thinned out with water. Let's see, here we go. Oh, wow, that is black. Oh man. Okay, Trav, I think you just ruined what you were doing. I think you just ruined it, sir. Sir. Okay, we might have ruined it. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Let's just do some controlled chaos. Sorry, I'm in a hurry, so I'm not talking and focusing here. Gave us a really darker blue, huh? Which is looking kind of weird, man. Looking weird, man. Okay. I think we're gonna let's put some right there. Get it to break through. I don't know why oh, there's a bend right here, so it's pushing the water right there. It's gonna be airbrushing the bottom up and then the perimeter in here. I'm gonna darken a little bit of the body lines. A little bit. Okay, very subtle. Okay. Okay, so we did some subtle black airbrushing a little bit. This has still got a lot of water up here. I've got to let this dry, so I'm gonna put some heat to it. And I think I'm gonna split the car in two as far as matte one side, or maybe down here we'll matte one side and then gloss the other, but I'm gonna let this do its thing. Guys, don't forget to check out the other videos in the playlist. Don't forget. And thank you as always for subscribing, and please like the video, I appreciate it. So let's get to the next step of clear coat. Why does he only paint half of a car? Because he's gonna paint half of a car, but then he only has half of a car. I see skies are blue. Is that how it goes? I don't even know. I don't even know. Hey guys, so it's the next day. Shot the clear coat last night and had an epic fail. So I wanted to show you guys a fail, okay? I got in a hurry last night because I was into filming this video, 6.5 hours. And I had some of this Restore, which is almost like an oil base that helps break water down, the water-based paint down. And I didn't rinse this out. And I dumped my solvent clear in there, not thinking in a hurry, and it fish-eyed one side of the car. So I'm not gonna take the time to fix it because these are sample pieces only, but word to the wise, that was a fail on my part because I did not take my time, clean this out properly. So there you go, back to keeping your water bases with water bases and your solvents with solvents. You're about to witness a fail when I take it out in the sun, but at least you guys can see what the colors look like. All right, so let's push the car outside. All right guys, so there we go. Even though we had a little bit of a fisheye failure, that's gloss. This is just the satin color over here, so you can see, you saw the sparkles going through it, the different tones. It's definitely cool, man. Definitely a cool color, but all right guys, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.